Hello, hello world. My name is Cesar Guzman from Roland, Latin America, and I'm very happy to be in this afternoon with you. So, uh, I am at the Roland Club, and I'm here with the VR-50 HD. It's my favorite broadcast hardware machine from Roland Pro AB. And what we have here is my phone connected to the VR-50. I can put some music. Uh, let me put some music here. Which kind of music? Our music. This is my first transmission in YouTube, so it's a test. Frequently, we broadcast by using a Facebook channel, but and fan page. But in this opportunity, I'm using YouTube, and it's my first broadcast in YouTube. And I put some music using my cell phone and connected by RCA jack to the VR-50. So let me. What happened with the music? Let me check. Okay, I'm getting the sound for. You can select here on the screen if you choose to use the audio from cameras, HDMI cameras or SDI camera, or line input using the RCA connector. That's why I'm using this connector, and using the channel number 7 and 8 is paired, so immediately have access to the music. So well, now it's okay. And what we have here, the VR-50 HD, our most top of the line VR family. VR line is all-in-one multi-format audio and video mixer, all-in-one machine in one package. It's very compact. You can see my hands, both hands open. Maybe it's full of what we have here. Very compact design. I have here switchers, and I can switch different cameras, and I have put it inside this machine. I can put signals from different form and different ways. For example, here press input a sign, and on the screen here, hello, hello. This is the camera number 3. Camera number 1, camera number 2. So here on the screen, I can select which format I will use, which kind of sources are coming into the VR-50, and I can select. For example, here on this channel, the channel number 2, I'm show you the channel number 2. So here on this channel, the channel number 2, I can select SDI. Boom. You can see nothing because I don't have any SDI sources connected to the VR-50. But in that way, I will show you. I return again, press HDMI, and wow, voila! I have again the channel number 2 with HDMI signal flow. So it's the same with composite or RGB. And in that way you will select different sources into any channel, and so it's very cool way to select and manipulate different sources in coming into the VR-50 HD. So that's the idea. So in this panel, in this section of the main panel, I have the switchers. I select some buttons, and I can select different sources. For example, in the channel number 4, I have the computer signal, and I can show some things from the laptop. For example, I can switch between that and go here and blah blah blah. Select, for example, Roland Club web page or Roland Latin America. Latin America. I am using now for this broadcast English spoken, but uh, it's most used for me in Spanish. But I'm using this channel, YouTube channel, for my first broadcast, and that's why I'm thinking that maybe it's more international for the world. So please put comments and tell me what you prefer, in English or in Spanish. So again, this is my first broadcast. It's a test, only test, but for me it's an honor and it's a pleasure also use the Roland technology to communicate my project, my ideas, my music, my performance, all what I have. This is my world. This is not my office. It's my office, but it's my house. It's my lifestyle. All the time I'm thinking to promote this technology because it's the most important is inspire myself, forward my soul, and connect me with the God, musical God. So these machines are very very cool. So again, a very compact machine. Here I am. With different sources and some channels. Channel number 1, channel number 2, channel number 3, and channel number 4. So I can show web pages and anything. And here again on the screen you can select which sources from the input will income into the VR-50. And here in this section I have the audio, so that's why I can put my microphone in and out, or even I can use this for mixing with the background music. Again, the music it comes from the cell phone using the RCA connector. But also I have another connectors, XLR and line inputs for instruments. So it's wow, very good. Okay, 4 channels. Okay, switchers on the front panel, and for the transition I can, for example, use good transition, it's immediately change, mixed transition associated with this knob that will control the tempo. I can move to another shot of video, another channel, using the mix, and I can move the knob in the clockwise, and it gives me more time. Wow. Okay, that is the idea with the mix, and you can move the knob, so give more time, 4 seconds the maximum time to go for the another camera shot, the another channel. So it's very very funny, very easy to use. You immediately can broadcast producing many very cool effects. So I will return to, I have another choice to make transition wipe. So you have a pattern, oops, and it's associated also with the time here. So if you need more quick switching using the wipe, you can use and program it very soon. So recap, we have cut here, mix associated with time, and also the 3 type of transition with wipe. Very easy, very funny, and very inspiring. So that's the more important thing with music and with audiovisual. So, and my approach with these machines is very musical approach. So I consider this machine like an instrument when I can play audiovisually, meaning my uh, fly workflow in my mind. So it's very uh, comfortable to use, very easy to understand. It's all in one. I have here the very large and huge display. I will show you here with CUT. Boom. And on this channel, I can select different things. I have the menu here. I press this button, boom, and access to these parameters to select and work into. So I can exit and return again to the main page using the very huge display. And it I comment again, it's an all-in-one machine. So you don't have to use any external thing. I'm in this moment connecting the cameras with the VR-50, and from the VR-50 on USB 3.0 connected to my laptop that is here. It's a laptop using USB 3.0 connection, so very cool. And I think I have to check later how it's sound and how it look, but I'm sure that it's okay. I'm streaming in 720, and so well, okay. That's my first broadcast using YouTube server. Mainly and frequently we use Roland Club using Facebook Live servers, but now I'm test into YouTube world using the Roland TV YouTube channel. So again, thanks a lot to be here. So again, I'm taking the VR-50 HD, our main audiovisual console, all in one multi-format audio and video mixer VR-50 HD with different kind of format and resolutions that you can bring inside that machine and manage without any problem. In the specification from channels, for example, a very convenient function is here. So you have the 4 inputs. So you can select, for example, this is the channel number 2, okay? So I select the video channel number 2 here, boom, and have different parameters. But most important, and it's the first by default selected, it's the zoom. So I can zoom in to my video shot, and I move the value here. So I go giving more zoom in, so you can see more in detail what I'm using on the screen, what I see on the screen. This is screen. It's very good. Let me show you another thing on this display. For example, I use more inside the machine, more zooming inside the machine, but the position is so far from the display what I want to show. So I can put the position in a horizontal way. I can use the value, but on this parameter in particular, I'm programming. I have to move many times. You can see many times. So I can feel a little frustrated. So, but if you press enter, this is a tip. If you press enter and keep holding the enter button, and you move the value knob, you can see that I can multiply the value by 10. So very fast moving between the image and into the vertical position. Whoop, voila, I got it. Very easy. Wait, and I can zoom in more in deep. Oh, that's very, very good. And vertical position, boom, boom, and zoom in again, more and more. Wow, that's what I'm talking about, the audiovisual flying workflow. In the music, I'm playing some notes, some chords, and I'm improvising sometimes, and I feel that I have to do an out of the way scale or something like that. I can use the same style in the VR-50 audiovisually talking about. VR-50 is for me like an instrument to produce on real-time material. On if I use on Roland synthesizer, all the controls that is designed for it give me inspirational tools to work with my brain, with my soul, connecting my soul with with the instrument and with my musical flow and brain. So the same concept ergonomic into these machines. So returning again to the channel number 2, we zoom in. So let me the vertical position change a little, for example. Okay. And on this screen, I have here the brightness. I can change the brightness of the resolution that I'm showing you. So let me put on 0. Contrast, that give me more emphasis in some blacks without contrast, more contrast. Let me put maybe 10 for our broadcast now, and also have saturation. I can result or accent the red. Let me put on 0 again. 0. Have the greens. Any combination of color, the primary colors, the blues, more or minus blues. So using these tools, I'm performing color correction on real time. Here I have another pump, and I can change flicker. I can use flicker filter and different things here. So returning again to my main video input to screen. Okay, that is for each channel. If I move out of that, I select that for video 1. Okay, this is the the take of the video camera number 2 is out. So I don't know why, but it's not a main problem. Here I have the video shot number 3 on the channel 3, and on the screen I will select, I will out of here, select the video channel 3, video input setting for the channel 3, and here on the key buttons on video input selector, switch into this camera. So I'm using the selector to select this camera, okay? But on the screen, I can select which camera video input source work. In this particular example, I'm using the control of the number 3. That is that one. And also I can put on different ways. Let me put on some bright video color correction on real time. So very, very cool. Okay, what more? Boom. Let me go here. Let me check the internet maybe have. Let me change the music also. When in Chile is. Let me show you. Oh, this is the time in Chile. Okay. And which music? Let me hear another music. No, 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 no. This is the first broadcast using the Victor Patron, a Mexican composer and keyboardist, very, very talented, and I like that music. Mexico music. Regards to Mexico fans. Here I'm in the Roland Club performing my first broadcast using VR-50 HD. That is a very, very, very cool machine. I have the great screen, but this screen also allow me to change the way that I'm what is the information that I have here on the screen. So I can transform, finally. What I have is I can transform the screen in different configurations. Let me go inside the video channel 2 and go a little zoom out. And let me move the position on vertical. So, Victor Patron, very talented keyboardist from Mexico. Okay, and now I'm concentrate my effort and this angle to select which configuration to use for the screen. So, if I put in multi-view, wow, you can see I have different information into the screen. For example, here I have touch-based switching. So if I can see the 4 channels what I'm getting in the different sources. So here I have the computer, here I have this number 3 camera, and this is the number 2 camera, and the number 1 camera I don't know, but maybe it's go out of battery out, not charged, sorry, but it's not for today broadcast a main problem. But what I have to show is the multifunctionality of the screen, of the display. So here I can select visually I can select, oh wow, the computer, okay, is that. So wow, I can see here in this portion of the display the 4 inputs. So visually I can perform the switching or video input selection. Oh, very good. In this part of the screen I have a preview mode. So I can have here, if you note, in this portion of the display, I have a picture-in-picture. A picture-in-picture is that I have a video shot, and I can overlay. I can put in another shot. For example, wow, here I have the. You can see on the broadcast, boom. And I can see here I have the where is placed this picture-in-picture. So I can preview before go out into the transmission, into the broadcast and the streaming. I can check here what is happening with the video composition. That's what is called what we are doing now, video composition. And I can use mix and give a timing to the picture-in-picture. So, for example, I can perform composition setup, and I can go here and take this picture-in-picture and place it on any point of my audiovisual paint. I don't know how to say, but I can take that video shot and I can move it. You can see this display and this screen. It adapt himself. Boom! If I come here, it jump. And here I have many parameters to work in, but in detail I will put this here. On that particular position I can use the value to magnify this so you can see more in detail. Okay. But I'm doing that on the screen at first. You don't see it. You see it because I'm showing you at the. I show what I'm using on the screen, but at this moment still I don't use this button to put the picture in my main program output. So I work here on the angle where I put that is a composition of my image here. Okay, so something is calling. Something is calling to the Roland Club. Wow, no, let me ask. Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second and I'll return with you. So, hello. Aló, estoy en un broadcast, te llamo pronto. Besos. Okay, again. Now, let me return to what I'm doing. The music here. Sorry for the phone call. Fun. So, returning again what I'm using. Yeah, okay, I prepare my picture. So, and now I can select another video sources, another camera, and put now, please. I now put the picture. So, if I select the another video shot in another channel, I superpose my my new picture into this picture. Yeah, that's what I have to call this the picture. Okay, the main picture that you're seeing. I can go for picture in that way. And again, I can use this control to magnify or decrease or increase the size of this video shot. Wow, I love it. So in this way you can have the video composition of what I'm showing and the position to show many or different things. Okay. Let me go out of here and return talking about this section about the display, multi-monitor functionality in this display. So here you have another choice that is called input. A detail, important detail. I'm talking about this portion of the screen, this preview. Okay, on this side, in this part of the display, I have the program. That is the final picture that you are seeing in your house now for using the VR-50. So, but using and here in this portion, I have the still picture, and this is a still picture that I input using the USB memory port. So you can prepare a USB memory and later you can plug into the USB memory slot and you can charge and load different graphic material, logo types, etc., etc. Okay. Let me check the comments of, I don't know what is happened, if it's okay or if it's not okay. Let me check about this. Is my first broadcast using the YouTube server and the VR-50 standalone using the OBS software encoder software that is free, and it's very easy to use also. So I recommend it. I recommend to use the OBS software because it's free and it's very easy to use. Using also the VR-50, and VR-50 is connected to the laptop using the USB connection, USB 3.0. So that's why I can have the full HD resolution or HD resolutions. So let me check. Let me check what happened with the Panasonic camera. Out of battery. Well, okay. Okay, we are broadcast by YouTube. I'm checking the YouTube channel. I switched to the what I'm using here in the laptop computer. So it gave me basically different things. How I can perform a broadcast? Well, what you're seeing, that's I have on YouTube. I think something like 10 or 15 seconds, maybe more. I don't calculate that. I have to check, but that's why you see now 10 later before or later the transmission. But okay. How I can perform broadcast using this thing? At first, I have to go inside my YouTube channel and go inside the Creator Studio. Okay, Creator Studio, and later go to Transmission Live. And it gives you some parameters. Let me maybe put a picture in picture. Yeah, and so you can see what I'm doing here. So and here I can put a title, description, which category, blah blah blah, privacy, configuration, and here I have the most important thing. I have the URL server and the key of transmission. This is more important parameter. I can reveal, so you will be sure to copy that key, and later you go to the OBS software, and you can see. Let me go off with the picture in picture so you can see full screen what I'm using here. So at first you go to configuration, and here you go to emission, and on that portion of the screen you have to paste the key that give you YouTube. This key is very important and will have to be configured in the OBS here, and you paste that information, boom, boom, and you got it. In the on that configuration, it's very important that the output you can put here bit. Mm. If you have a connection, for example, here I have 2.5 megabytes. Upload is the most important parameter. So, and my connection is the maximum upload is 2.5. So, here I can put two 2000 to but it can be a little risky, so I prefer to use this amount. mm, and it gives me some buffer, to count with. It's not convenient to give here the the maximum megabyte upload, um, because quantity, because it can be risky for the laptop, for the computer. So, and that's it all. Accept, okay, wow, and put here the start transmission. And when you press start transmission, I can also stop the recording of that here in the parameter. Start recording or stop the recording. I don't want my CPU to be forced, so that's why I don't record using the OBS. It's supposed that YouTube give me the video recording on real time, so that's why I don't want to use the recording into the hard disk using the OBS. So okay, that is return again to what has happened here in my broadcast live. So I return to this screen, and okay, what more? Let me change the music because it's a little okay. Victor Patron, Mexican jazz or fusion music here at the Roland Club using the VR-50 HD. So I return again to that multi-monitor view. So also I have here a third position. It's called still. I have again the still is image is in the still is image. It comes from the USB memory. I have the USB memory slot. Sorry, because this is a test, so I don't be prepared with the USB key to put into this port. But the most important detail is that this machine, it comes with this port, that is very it's closed, and I opened the port and put the USB memory into this slot. So very well designed. Thanks, Roland engineers, to give us this pleasure. And finally, well, in this portion of the monitor multi tools, I have the program. So I transform the complete display into the monitor display. So it's not necessary to put another screen, another display. This multi-use display, it gives me all what I need to look and concentrate and focus my mind to work into this machine. I don't have to, what happened, to look in another angle and return to work, and what's happening, and again return. No, I don't have to get out of another angle, like only that angle. If I have a, for example, another screen, another display, I have to, yeah, okay, no, return it. No, using the VR-50, you concentrate yourself using this machine. So, let me show again. Okay, and this is the program, so I can very fast to show different things in the screen. So, well, I have a tool inside the VR-50 that I love it. So I can go here in the menu and I have memory. So I can memorize that I have that channel is zoomed in with the contrast, changes, color correction on real time. Remember? So I will save that configuration into the machine. So I have 8 virtual slots to put the information saved into. So I use the here store, and I press the, for example, memory number 8. So boom, voila. You can see here it's on green, so it gives you the information that now is that memory is used, so have information into this virtual slot and it's saved. So for example, I go out of this, return here to my main menu screen and select the video input number 2 that we zoom in and change the angle, and now I will zoom out. Okay, returning the value to 100, that is the 0, and returning the position to maybe, let me put it in. Wow, 100 is also the 0. 990 100 and return that to 100. Okay, so I think it's okay. Oh, 0 0. No, yes, here the 0 is 0. Sorry. Wow, 0 0, where is 0? Wow, okay. I return now my this video shot. I return it to my non-zoomed, non-changed the angle, so I can select that channel and show the complete panel of the VR-50. But remember, I have the memory number 8, so I can focus on my panel. So let me change that configuration using the memory slot. Remember, so store, where I will store on memory number 7. Okay, so now I can recall the memory number 8. You remember? So, but maybe I change the volume of the music. Maybe it will jump the value. So sorry for that, but audiovisually, I'm focusing to show you that I can have 2 memories, and it give me the way to zoom in very fast. For example, wow, and I can focus on the screen, on this portion of the screen. You can see. But if I press the memory, I recall the memory number 7. Boom! It returned at first with this more without zoom. This input signal is without zoom. without any color correction in real time. And also you can note that it changed the amount of volume for this channel. Not only the visual parameters, also the audio parameters. Uh, so recall 8, recall 7. So in that, using this function, this memory load and save, you can save and load very fast any configuration that you need. So very cool, the VR-50 HD. I love it. It's a very, very convenient way to have all in one machine. It's very compact again. I love it. Here I have the phone output. This is dual phone output, and I love it because one have this one for jack, but the secondary is on 1/8 format, the little one. So voila, boom, you can have the two choices. Sometimes you count with a headphone in that format, 1/8 format, and sometimes you can have phone outputs in 1/4-inch output. So, and you have to use adapters. So, and on the VR-50 you can use the two. Sorry. So, a convenient way to use two signals, and also two persons can hear here at the studio what is happening. Okay, well, this is my first broadcast using the VR-50 directly into the laptop and using the OBS software encoder to work with YouTube channels. So thanks a lot to be here and there, and see you soon. Please keep informed what is happening with Roland Club on the YouTube. Sorry, on the Facebook/Roland Club, and also what is happening in the Latin American market with the RolandLatinAmerica.com. So this especially VR-50 is not an musical instrument line. It's a Pro AV division. So not only audio video mixer, also digital consoles, top digital console like M5000 that work with more than 128 channels to work with, and it come with the most top technology that we acquire in more than 30 years of history. So I recommend a lot to go into the web pages. Let me show you maybe, because it's very cool. Let me hear. This is a Roland Latin America web page, but I go to the Roland Pro AV. So Pro AV. This is the page where you will find. I will put on the screen. So you can here search the different things, mixers, video mixers, different solution. Here I have the M5000 live sound console V800 HD MK2 VR4 HD, a multi-format switcher, very, very cool, very compact also, but here you have many products, and digital console. I want to show you different digital console here we have the Orca M5000 M5000C, more light, more compact, with all the power of our top of the line M5000 and 332 channels live mixing, and M200i that is work perfectly for small venues. And well, on this web page, you have different systems configurations, which accessories for each console, what it mean the React protocol, and obviously the V mixing system that it work with React. That is our Roland proprietary protocol to work with digital consoles. But we have on accessories, we have different cards, so you can communicate our React with another protocols. This is React, Dante, Mari, and also Waves, Sound Grid, expansion interface, so you can plug in and use different effects from the Waves. That it's very top and very cool, and some applications for the to control and manipulate the digital consoles using iPads. You know, it's very cool. So here you have many information of what we are offering with Roland Professional AV, call it, and more know it like Roland Pro AV division. So okay, my friends, thanks a lot, and we will see you very soon with more Roland technology in action, alive at Roland Club. Okay. Let me go here to the laptop, and I will go out of the transmission. So, okay, bye bye. Thanks a lot. See you soon.